everybody, welcome back. I really hope you like this makeup. If you do, subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Alright, so we're starting with the Milani 2-in-1 foundation concealer in Porcelain, and we're just going to apply this all over our face using a large flat kabuki brush. I didn't really want to go with a white foundation, so Porcelain, as you can see, is pale enough for me. So this is what we went for. Make sure you get it all over your face and down the neck. I'm then using the same foundation and a smaller angled brush just to really get in those brows, because my brows are super dark, and you know, I'm just going to make it easier to do the makeup later. Now going in with the Ben Nye Fair translucent powder, and we're going to powder all the surface of our face and chest. Now going in with a purple eyeshadow from the Kaleidoscope palette by a small company called Blush Tribe, and I'm just going to start by outlining the outside of my nose going up and just creating this cool kind of purple shape. Just making sure there that I go over the eyes just a little bit in the inner corner, and then taking the same eyeshadow and putting that just on the outer edge of my eye in kind of this weird V shape, because I thought it looked pretty cool. Then taking the two yellows and dipping into the orange, I'm going to go right in between that purple with a kind of fluffy angled brush, and I'm going to make sure it goes thinner on the ends just so it gives it more of that kind of clown vibe. So I'm going to go above the eye and below it and try and make this quite colourful, so I'm really packing on that colour in there. I then decided to take the same shadow and just apply it just on the outside of the purple, just to really make the purple pop, because I thought it would, you know, fade in a little bit with the foundation colour. Then taking this banana yellow face paint by Painttopia. It's a chameleon paint, so I'll leave all the links to everything down below. I'm just going to create this clown eyebrow with a slight curl right in the front. You don't have to do this, you can literally use any colours in this, create any kind of brow you want, but I wanted to stick to the traditional kind of clown brow. This other side I'm actually going and changing it slightly just because I wanted to, basically. I then decided to do just a couple of freckles with this yellow, and I also do it with the purple as well, just because I thought it was quite cute. I totally forgot to do the blusher before the freckles, so we're doing it now, and we're just going in with the pink and purple from that same eyeshadow palette. Then going in with the purple Snazaroo face paint, and I'm creating the triangles in the centre where the yellow is in the middle of my eye, just so you can see the contrast between the colours, and it really makes everything stand out. You just want to make sure that the triangles go from thicker around the eye and then thin right on the outer edge. And then, as I said before, just go in and do some freckles. Now moving on to the lips. I'm just going to outline the lips and make them into a total clown shape. As you can see, I'm going outside my own lips just to really make them a lot thicker so I can have different colours in there. I also did a little purple nose, and then I go back in that nose and just added a little bit of yellow as a highlighter. So now going in with the yellow, and I'm just colouring in the centre of the lip and then using my finger to blend it out so it's not too, what's the word, distinct from each other, something like that. Now going back in with the purple and just making sure that that is all a bit more cohesive because it looked a bit patchy before. Taking the NYX White eyeliner pencil, I'm just creating these little squiggles for the chest ruffles. This entire section I must have done at least 3 times. For some reason I just could not get what I wanted. I've done it loads of times before, but it just didn't make sense in my own brain. Now going in with a dark shadow, I'm literally just outlining the underneath of where I put the white eyeliner to give it a shadowy depth. Do this on the top and the bottom, although the next time you see this, there is no shading on the bottom because I ended up rubbing it out because it went totally wrong. It's a lot easier to do this when it's just flesh toned, but I really wanted to keep with the concept of the purples and the yellows, so I ended up doing this top half yellow and the bottom bit was actually purple, and then I realised it was too dark to create a really good ruffle, so I ended up rubbing it out, starting again. Must have done this at least 3 times, but sticking with the purple was a lot better. So there you go, obviously it's changed, so I had to redraw it and go back in with the yellow, but this honestly looks so much better than before. Just colouring that in now, and I'm kind of avoiding meeting that top line underneath the first ruffle because I wanted to see a distinct difference between the ruffles, and I end up going over this anyway. I'm then taking the purple face paint and just outlining the bottom, and then I go in and shade everything so it has more of a shadow underneath it. I wanted to make sure in this that the lines were a lot thicker where the peak of the ruffle was, just so it looks more shadowy, and then make it thinner elsewhere. So now I'm going in with a mixture of a black and a purple shadow and really making that more defined. As I said, you know, I go over it again with the top ruffle, and this does really look better. At this bit, I was trying to make it look 3D, so I start by adding some shading on the peak of the ruffle, and for some reason this just did not look right, and I felt that the shading should have been in between, so I ended up rubbing it all out and doing it in between like I am doing right now, and I go in with the purple, and then this just looked even worse, so again I rub it all out and decide to continue doing it at the peak of the ruffle because it actually did look better. Unfortunately, making this many mistakes did go a bit muddy. Obviously you can skip the mistake part and just do this straight from scratch, so hopefully yours will look better. You also don't have to do this. I just really wanted to keep the clown theme and thought this was quite cool because I didn't have a costume. So there you have it, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this. Also, that neck ruffle I actually made myself with a lot of ribbon and sewing, but I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, again, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave me a comment, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!